for the bosses, don't listen to their lies. Us poor folks haven't got a chance unless we organize. Which side are you?
Phoebe, I wasn't going to say anything, but I feel like it's important I do. I don't think you've been feeling the rain on your skin or releasing your inhibitions nearly enough. And I think it's time that you did.
I don't feel like you're feeling the rain on your skin for the right reasons.
The rest is still unwritten, dude.
I don't feel like you're releasing your inhibitions for the right reasons.
This is Remarks Podcast.
Boy, is it.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Phoebe.
And yeah, we got a little fun little episode.
I'm excited. I think it's going to be like fun. It's going to be like a little more relaxing. I guess like so. Last week was as well, like less kind of depressing than usual.
But yeah.
But you know what? We like to have fun around here.
We do.
So we have a ping pong table in the office.
The CEO wears Vans.
The CEO wears Vans. You don't get health care.
True, so, but they have a room that you can go in and scream.
Exactly. We have like a cry room.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mine, I feel like mine's pretty uplifting, but there's a dark part at the end.
Oh, that's nice. Mine's not uplifting. It's kind of just like, you're just like...
Uplifting might be the wrong word, but it's funny. Heck? Yeah. Funny, and then there's a dark part at the end.
Yeah, there's a funny ha-ha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had this really interesting situation happen to me the other day.
Guys, okay, I just have to say that when Taylor walked in the door, he was like, I have so many things to tell you, but I have to save it for when we're on air.
Yeah,
because it's just,
content, dude.
It's content. It's free content.
So
okay, hit me.
I'm going to my local 7-Eleven. I'm walking to this local 7-Eleven, going for a brisk little walk.
Exactly.
I'm picking up some Zins for myself. Zinfandels, dude.
Exactly.
And a little treat for Eden. And I go in... I'm purchasing my things. I get Eden goddamn... Eden's going to hate me for outing them like this.
Out them.
Hot and spicy Jack Link's beef jerky meat stick.
Eden!
And...
not even like a bag of beef jerky. A meat stick.
Yeah.
Eden. Wow. I'm judging harshly.
And then the sugar-free root beer. And
that I can't judge for, and I support wholeheartedly.
Support the sugar-free root beer. And then I'm there, and there's a guy in front of me checking out. And first of all, this guy has like 4 Red Bulls and 3 5-hour energies.
Good God.
And I'm like, how long do you have to stay up, man?
What are you doing? What are you in charge of?
He's buying so much. And then I get up to the counter. He walks away, and I notice that his order's still on the thing. It rung up.
Oh, sure.
And the lady, asked for my Zins, and she's like, oh, his card didn't go through. and no shade to her, she was an older lady, she was running the counter by herself.
Sure. I mean,
but she looks at me and she's like, can you go get him?
What?
And I was like, he's out the door, he's walking out around the building.
Cut your losses.
I was like, and then I was like, okay, and I walk out.
It's like, I don't think I want to approach the guy that just bought 10 Red Bulls and 6 5-hour. This guy is hyped up.
He's tweaking. And then I walk out, and he's getting in his car, backing up to pull away, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go up to this guy's window. Sorry, ma'am, and I support you, but this is not my job.
No, I'm not putting myself in this situation.
And so I went back in and was like, he's gone. He's gone. And she was like, well, he couldn't have gotten far. And I was like,
are you joking?
No, she said that. I was like,
she's like, chase him down.
And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what you want from me. And then I purchased my items and
then
left.
You got your Jack Link spicy beef jerky.
Yeah, of course.
Stick.
Yeah, the meat stick. But yeah, I was like, is anybody else here?
Yeah, hello?
Is anybody else seeing this shit?
She's like, I mean, right? You must know where he lives.
Yeah,
go get him.
Follow it. Yeah, get in your car, follow him to his house, tell him he forgot to pay for his items.
He probably his brain is probably moving so quick. It's he can't fully compute what's he's on limitless mode right now.
He's using all 100% of his brain.
He is, except for
sure.
Yeah, he just is expecting life to move as quickly as he is. So he put, how you put your card in and then you put your chip card and it's don't take it out. And he probably did because he was just I'm moving so fast. I expect the rest of the world to be moving.
True.
in
it's
like hyper speed
that's-
as I am.
Yeah, like in the Matrix when it like slows down and the bullets
Yeah,
are
it's
all
like,
slow. That's like how he sees the world, but he's actually moving so quick you can't even see him. Yeah.
No, yeah, he's like blurry.
True. Yeah, it's crazy.
You were like, man, he's gone. Like, do you see how fast he was moving?
Do you see?
He's gone.
Do you see how many Red Bulls this man just bought? There's no way.
5-hour energies, dude. I feel like those should not be allowed.
They're like, I feel like. I remember my dad used to get those sometimes.
Keep talking, I have to yell at my dog.
No, it's okay. My dad used to get those sometimes, and I would like drink some of it, and that was like the only energy beverage that ever made my heart palpitate and stuff. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, no, they're scary. Do you remember those gas station caffeine pills that we had?
Oh yeah,
dude. I was like, this is, I think, just meth. Actually,
it was crazy.
I think they're actually just selling meth at the gas station.
How gnarly they were.
I was actually fully tweaking.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys have never tried these, maybe don't. Consult your doctor, I suppose. Yeah. But like, it was a wild experience. Yeah. I was cracked out. Like I was like,
best trip I've ever had,
dude. Jesus Christ. We went to this like Burger King, and I was trying to eat French fries, and my hands were shaking so violently that I couldn't get the French fries into my mouth. I was like, "This isn't healthy.
That was on
this shouldn't be legal." San Francisco.
The way back from San Francisco, because on the way there, we did Adderall and stayed up all night.
Drive so far.
We did have to drive far.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm
so
sorry.
That was an interesting time.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to have a really wild ride, try some gas station caffeine pills.
Pretty much anything you can buy at a gas station.
Yeah, any of the weird gas station pills. I think we have talked before about, like, one of these days, for research, I will try the gas station pussy pills.
I would like to try the dick pills, yeah.
Yeah, just for research.
What happens, yeah.
I feel like it can't be bad. Like, the worst that's going to happen is, like, my pussy's going to be popping, which sounds awesome to me.
Maybe it's sick. Who knows?
Yeah, I feel like if I, like, and then maybe, like, I guess that would be the best that would happen. The worst that would happen is, like, maybe I'd, like, don't, like, my tummy kind of hurts.
Yeah, like, they kind of just, like,
and,
make
like, that
you feel
blows,
bad.
but, like, I'll be all right.
Yeah, like, one gas station pussy pill isn't going to kill you.
It's not going to kill me.
You're a healthy woman. Like
exactly, yeah. Yeah, they sell some crazy shit. I will not ever do gas station weed, though, because that I would have to go to the hospital because I would be so afraid.
Yeah, and
I'm not rocking with that.
I just cannot really do the marijuana anyway.
I'm not a weed smoker.
I don't partook.
I don't partake either. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry that, we're off schedule. Classic me thing. It's always my fault, but
it's not always your fault.
It's a lot my fault. But my partner had to have surgery.
Ooh, secret new character unlocked.
Secret side character
unlocked. New side character unlocked.
New side character unlocked, you guys. You've reached a new achievement in a Remarks podcast.
You can say embarrassing things about them. That they like to eat meat sticks or something.
Exactly. Now I get to say things about secret side character Maddie. But yeah, he had to have surgery, so I was taking care of him. And okay, speaking of like being on crazy drugs, anesthesia.
Shit's wild.
Listen, I've had multiple surgeries in my life, probably like 10. And so I've been on the other end many, many times. Yeah. And I know that I'm fucked up. Like, I obviously in the moment I'm aware that I'm beyond.
Yeah.
But like, you don't really know.
You don't get it.
Until you see somebody on the other side and you're like, holy fuck. Like, you are blasted to fucking the Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
You're subsonic for sure.
Dude, it was wild. It's like, he was telling me he does not remember a single thing until we went to Walgreens. Fully, like, and he was like cool, calm, and collected. I mean, like high, but like, not
present,
not in his body, like literally like, spoke to the pharmacist, was like very kind and everything. Anyway, later, once he was like actually a real person again, we were talking about like, I was like, wow. And he's like, I barely remember Walgreens. Like, I hardly remember a thing. And we sat in the hospital, like, sobering him up for probably 20 minutes or something. And he's like, I literally don't remember any of that. I'm like, that's fucking insane, because we talked a lot.
I heard a story. So I had an appendectomy, I guess, over a year ago now.
Yeah. Did we ever drop that info?
I don't know. I almost died.
Taylor almost fucking died, guys.
From appendicitis, but
Jesus.
I had an appendectomy. I got the surgery or whatever, and I go back up to the room, and obviously you're naked under the blanket because they need to operate on your intestinal area. Mm-hmm. And the nurse comes in, and I only know this because James, Jesse, and Eden were all in the room.
You got to have all three of them.
Yeah, well, and when they took me up to back to my like hospital room, they were all chilling.
Aw.
Yeah, it was very sweet. But
Siobhan, what is in there that you want so bad?
Siobhan going nuts.
Sorry, guys.
No, but anyway, so I go back and like I don't know. Again, I was just coming out of anesthesia.
I mean, you're
high as hell.
A fucking
and
giraffe.
I didn't mean it in any weird way, but I like grabbed the covers and I was like, "What's going on down here?"
Sorry.
So like the sheet, like look, because I was like, I just had surgery. I want to see what happened to my stomach, you know. And the nurse like gently like grabs my hands and is like, "We'll keep that up right now." Yeah.
I just like I want video of me.
Yeah.
Because I just like wonder how I've been. I'm like I must have said some like weird fucking shit.
I'll film you if you ever go into a surgery.
I mean, fingers crossed I don't need one again. But given my track record, I probably
minor,
will.
Easy,
like a nothing,
surgery,
like a. Well, actually, hopefully. I'll do like a hysterectomy at some point or something.
Yeah.
I'd love to get that shit removed.
Or
like tubes tied.
Yeah, clear that out.
Probably tubes tied more than a hysterectomy because that's a little more intense.
For
but
sure.
definitely I'll get my tubes tied. So film me when I get my tubes tied too.
I will. I will. Maybe we'll put Phoebe's high footage on the Patreon or something.
That would be so funny, actually. Anyway, we had a lot to catch up on.
You know what also...
Likes being really high?
Well, actually, not the person I'm talking about, believe it or not. We're talking about conservative musicians.
We sure are.
And how kind of insane they are. I'm talking about Theodore Anthony Nugent. Or Ted Nugent. I couldn't really come up with a funny title, so I put Ted Douche-gent. I don't know.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was
That's pretty good. Mine wasn't great either. So,
yeah.
I do have to say my first introduction to Ted Nugent was that 70s Show episode where they were trying to sell Ted Nugent T-shirts outside of a Ted Nugent concert, and they got in trouble for making like counterfeit merchandise. But then they got out of it because Fez had created the merchandise, and he spelled it Tad Nugent, so they got out of the legal trouble that they were in.
So true.
So true.
Classic Fez.
Classic Fez.
But our boy Theodore was born on December 13th, 1948. He has gone by many nicknames such as Uncle Ted, the Nuge, as Phoebe said, or the Motor City Madman. Kind of wild.
Fucking sick nickname. Like
I know.
That.
They give
Motor City Madman.
They give the worst people the coolest fucking names.
Don't
dude.
I know it?
Yeah, I hate it. He's probably most known for his song Cat Scratch Fever. Which seems to be an innuendo for getting some pussy and possibly an STD. I don't know.
Is it really?
It's like, yeah, I don't know.
I guess I've never known what the song is about.
I can pull up the lyrics really quick.
I know I've heard it, like, you know, I've heard it,
around.
but I've never really like, paid attention to it.
Remember when I was like an edgy 7th grader, I listened to the Pantera cover of it a lot.
Man, Pantera. I forgot about Pantera. Well, I didn't forget.
Speaking of kind of terrible
yeah,
right-wing musicians,
true,
honestly.
True.
Let's see.
Cat Scratch Fever.
Wait.
Yeah, you're like, I'm really into this pussy, and also maybe she has like chlamydia or something.
Yeah, because it's like, all right, let's see. It's the verse 1. Well, I don't know where they come from, but they sure do come. I hope they coming for me. And I don't know how they do it, but they sure do it good. I hope they're doing it for free. Cat Scratch Fever, yada yada. Some lore drop on Ted Nugent. Well, the first time that I got it, I was just 10 years old. Interesting.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I went to see the doctor, and he gave me the cure.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Interesting. Well, I make the pussy purr with the stroke of my hand. They know they're getting it from me. They know just where to go when they need their lovin' man. They know I'm doing it for free.
Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe it is about pussy.
It's about pussy, but yeah, like the doctor.
But also the doctor's like, you're 10 and you have chlamydia.
You have chlamydia as a 10-year-old? Yeah. So
and that's not a
interesting.
brag, by the way. I feel really sad for you if you
that
had
would
sex
be,
at 10 years old. I'm sad.
I know. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but it might explain some of this upcoming stuff.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, the song dropped on May 1st, 1977. So that's kind of the time period where Ted Nugent was big.
What a time.
What a time. Ted came of age during the good old Vietnam War. And in 2 interviews, he gave some very interesting stories as to how he was able to avoid being drafted into the war.
Here we go.
In 1977 and 1990, so decently apart.
Yeah.
He gave interviews where he claimed to have eaten nothing but junk food and not showered for months before going to his draft physical. He also claims that he would shit and piss in his pants to and just not I guess he would clean the shit out but not wash them, and then he wore them to the interview to make himself seem like he was crazy and unstable,
mentally not well,
so that he wouldn't be drafted.
That's
and again,
one way to do it.
He said this story twice, granted quite a few years apart, but he said it twice, and then it was commonplace, apparently. I don't know Ted Nugent's life or lore, but apparently he says it was commonplace that he would spread rumors and lies for publicity in his career. And he would claim in 2018 that he made the story up and didn't actually shit and piss in his pants.
I don't know that I would be spreading around a poopy pants story for publicity.
It feels like the kind of thing that you would then later say you made up,
Yeah, to be I never shit my pants. I
didn't actually shit and piss in my pants to
Not
avoid
at
the
all.
draft.
I wouldn't do something like that.
He said it on the 2018 claim that he didn't. He made on the Joe Rogan podcast. I'm pretty sure. Which it's an ecosystem out there.
Interesting. It's been a side tangent podcast already, but you know what? Side tangent. Not to put anybody on blast, and I won't because I won't say who it was, but a relative of an ex-partner of mine told me that he avoided the draft because he told the draft people that he was gay. And they were like, okay, you don't have to go.
You can't go to the war now.
Yeah, you're out. You got out of war.
Wow, that's crazy.
He's not gay at all, but
yeah. Well, and it's interesting. I mean, I don't know. Ted Nugent, he's got his own specific brand of conservatism, but a lot of the people are so pro-military, serve your country conservatives, but then they all draft dodged, and it's
I know.
So you're fine for the other people doing it, but
right, which I'm you should draft dodge, but anyway.
No, if they drafted now, I'm going straight to Canada for sure.
100%.
And my eyesight's terrible. I can't go to the war.
I can't go to the war. I'm so sleepy.
I'm so sleepy. I'm just a little, and I'm this big. I'm tiny.
I'm tiny guy.
Yeah, literally.
I have IBS.
Yeah, and that. So, yeah. So Ted Nugent, little pissy poopy baby boy,
pooping and pissing in his pants.
In his little pants. Ted has also been vehemently anti-drug and alcohol since he began making music. Interestingly enough, which was obviously out of the ordinary for rock stars in the days of yore. He actually had a large influence on the bands Black Flag and Minor Threat, who would go on to coin the term straight edge.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Apparently, he's never been about drugs, which, again, it's not what I would expect. But yeah. Nugent is currently a spokesperson for the DARE program.
What the fuck?
I know. Interestingly enough. He did, however, state in 2015 he believes that medical marijuana should be legal.
Okay.
But
That's
he did
cool.
make it clear that it was just for medicinal purposes. He does not
course.
think that you should be able to just smoke weed.
Just chill and smoke some fucking
recreationally, weed. As the kids say. In April of 2021, he went on a video rant about COVID being made up and urging people to not get the vaccine. But,
classic.
However, like a poetic lightning bolt from the Lord himself, days later he would take back to social media posting, "I got the Chinese shit," quote unquote. He claimed that it was the sickest he's ever been, and he did formally apologize for being wrong about COVID.
Ted, he called it the Chinese shit.
He did, quote, I got the Chinese shit.
Wow.
Yeah, so,
Poetic irony.
I guess,
sometimes.
yeah. I mean, it's I'm glad he apologized, but
Jesus,
he did
dude.
also say he got the Chinese shit.
Right. It's like, you apologize, but not really.
It's not like he became a better person because of it. He
clearly not.
believes in COVID now.
Yeah. Well, he just believes in it in like a racist way now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just his race. Yeah. Now he's just racist and believes in COVID. I don't know. You know who else believes in COVID?
Oh shit.
This break, dude.
This little moment.
Little breather, little break in the episode so that we can re-up on the press and
maybe pee.
Yeah, we usually
get Shiv some little food.
Yeah, Shiv's hungry.
She is hungry.
Shiv's also this tiny.
She is that tiny. Well, she's like the size of a toothpick.
Yeah, she is actually so small.
So small.
But she is so cute.
Oh,
anyway.
Anyway, guys. Break time.
We're so back.
We're here.
We are back, dude.
We're back.
I'm trying to think of other things that I needed to tell you. Well, I told you we went to the demolition derby.
Yeah, dude, that sounds so fucking sick.
It was actually really
I want to go
fun.
so bad.
Yeah, it was so fun. Unfortunately, I think the fair is over, but
I think it is. Yeah, I kind of missed out on that.
Yeah.
It's the fairs. I like it.
It's very expensive these days.
It's
I feel
very expensive.
like
it's a lot of
whole
just
thing.
spending money.
Yeah.
I do love fair rides.
Yeah. Well, and that was another thing is we were gonna ride one of the rides, but the lines were really long.
The
and
lines
stuff.
were crazy,
and we were like, maybe let's just have a lagoon day, and then we can ride as many rides as we want.
We need to make this happen like soon, actually.
I know,
because it's gonna be Frightmares. So we need to do that, and we need to do like hella haunted houses this year.
I know.
So I want to do like all the haunted houses.
Yeah.
So
listeners, do your own city's haunted houses.
Yeah. Listeners, enjoy us making fun plans with each other as friends.
That's what you're here for.
So the other day I was over near Mysterious Side Character Maddie's house, and these people like were standing outside talking to the neighbors. And these people pull up in like a fucking Cadillac, okay?
A Swagdalac.
Swagdalac, indeed. Rolls the window down. And it's the most British guy you've ever seen and heard. And he's like, excuse me, do you know how to get downtown to the Smith's supermarket? Or like, I don't even think that's where he was trying to go, but he was like, are you familiar with the Smith's supermarket? And we were like, we sure are. And he was like asking how to get to like down like on Denver Street.
Yeah.
You know, on like 5th and like Denver.
Yeah.
So he was like asking how to get there, and we were like, you're way far. Like you're like you're multiple blocks away, brothers. South Salt Lake. And we were trying to explain to him, and his wife was like, she was like clearly like frustrated at his like lack of sense of direction. Yeah. But I was like, what are these two very, very British people doing here with like no navigation abilities?
Yeah, you don't know where you're going.
Like, what are you two, the most British people I've ever seen and heard in my life, doing in Salt Lake City?
Yeah.
And also I was like, where are they trying to go that's like on Denver Street that like a British person would want to go to? I mean, I guess like obviously British people can like different things, but I just was like, what are these people's deal? And I will never know.
Yeah, that is always the perplexion of a random encounter is like, where are they now? You know?
Yeah, like what's going on with them? Did I ever tell you about when I was at that Smith supermarket parking lot, the one downtown on like 5th, and I was coming out of there. I was like in between. I was like when my salon used to be down there. It doesn't matter. The context doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm leaving the Smiths, and this guy is like coming up behind me and kind of following me in the parking lot, and he's like, Sharon, is that you? And I turned around, and he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And he like walks away, and I was like, what just happened? And I think
weird.
my hair was like green or like pink or something at the time. It was like a weird color. So I was like, who is this Sharon character?
Yeah.
That looks like me. And this guy is like looking for like long lost something.
Apparently, yeah. Like.
And I so wish I should have turned around and been like,
lover,
yeah,
or something.
I should have turned around and been like, it's me.
It's me.
After all these years,
I am Sharon. All right, I got a fucking story. I probably have told you this off air before.
Right.
But one time, the sequence of events that led up to this is crazy. So I get off of work. I was working at TJ Maxx at the time. I closed. It's like 10 o'clock. I get off of work. I go to Greenhouse Coffee. I get a coffee. I smoke some cigarettes.
As you do.
And my phone was shitty at the time, so it kept dying. Like, it was like the battery life was terrible.
Sure.
So, like, I go from that. I was like, I don't really want to go home. So I drive to Ensign Peak.
Okay.
Which I've been up at Ensign Peak at like 4 in the morning before. Like,
right.
People go up there all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I get there, and there's like a park ranger, and he's like, closes at 10. And I was like, since fucking when does this peak close at 10?
Right, nature closes. Nature has
closing
hours.
Nature, yeah. Anyway, and so it's probably like 11:30 midnight at this point. Okay. I'm like, well, my phone still keeps dying, so I'm in my car charging it. I'm driving around. I still don't want to go home. Right. I go to like the library, the downtown library. I'm just walking around, again, smoking more cigarettes.
Classic.
Being edgy.
Right.
My phone dies. I'm like, fuck. Phone's dead. Can't get enough charge on it. I'm walking back to my car. As I'm walking back to my car, this girl comes up to me and she says, do you know how to get to Area 51? And I'm
club.
like, the club. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's like right around the corner. You just go down here. She's like, can you walk me there? I'm so lost. And I was like, yeah,
sure,
I guess so. So I'm walking with this girl.
This is like an indie rom-com.
Literally. I'm walking with this girl to Area 51.
How old are you?
I'm 21, maybe 20, but
I guess Area 51's like you can be underage.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Anyway,
I'm like 20, 21.
Sure.
And so I'm walking her to Area 51. We're just like casually talking.
Yeah.
I'm just a stranger.
Chatting it up.
And she's like, yeah, I just really needed a night out with my friends tonight because my boyfriend punched me in the face earlier today.
Jesus.
And I was like, what? I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
And then she pulls up a video of her with like a bloody fat lip.
Oh my
and
God.
And shows me. She's like, yeah, this was me earlier. And I was like,
okay.
Do you
want
need
to go
help?
to the hospital?
Yeah, like, are you sure you want to go to Area 51? And she's like, yeah, I just really need to be with my friends right now. And I was like, I get that, but like, girl.
Yeah, like, are you good?
Are you okay?
Do you need like I don't know.
And then we got there. She like gave me a hug for walking her there, and then I walked back to my car.
I mean,
and
there's nothing else you can do.
Never. I to this day, I'm like, I wonder where she's at.
I know,
you know?
dude. I think about like there's like little life moments like that it's like this person literally has left an impact on you for the rest of your life,
Truly.
and you will never ever know.
Yeah.
You'll never ever know.
And you probably left an impact on them.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Anyway, back to our story.
Back to Ted.
Back to Ted.
It's Sidebar Nation today.
Oh, yeah. And I'm here for it. Again, we missed last week. We got to catch up.
Yeah, we have to talk. You guys probably want to hear what's been going on with us.
True, yeah. And your parasocial relationships with us. So Ted, he's an avid Second Amendment supporter, as I'm sure you could probably guess, and guns rights activist. This probably comes as no surprise as somebody who wore a Native American headdress on stage in his prime as a performance gimmick, you know, just a big old feathery headdress. He currently serves on the board of directors of the NRA.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you're really a gun guy.
He's a gun guy. And if you don't know, listeners, the National Rifle Association is infamous for lobbying for right-wing politicians and generally turning the Republican Party into a gaggle of fascists.
I'm so surprised.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah.
I was so unfamiliar. I never knew that the NRA was bad.
Yeah, which is really unfortunate because when it started, it used to just be like gun safety.
Right. It was like, here's how to not kill people with guns.
Yeah. And now they're like, kill everyone you can with guns.
Right. So, now.
Yeah.
Hurry.
Hurry.
I'm so sorry
Make
for
haste.
the puppy noises, you guys.
It's okay. Shiv's got her little squeak toy. So this was furthered in 2016 when Nugent made a provocative post on social media implying that Jews are behind gun control.
Oh, no.
I'm going to pull this up and just let you like experience it, take it in.
Should I read it aloud to the class?
There's kind of a lot going on with it, to be honest. But
I'll describe it as best I can.
Yeah, so, I mean, you can read the post from Ted.
Okay. Oh, boy. Okay, Ted Nugent, it looks like it's on his Facebook page, says, Know these punks. They hate freedom. They hate good over evil. They would deny us the basic human right to self-defense and to keep and bear arms, while many of them have tax-paid hired armed security. Know them well. Tell everyone you know how evil they are. Let us raise maximum hell to shut them down. And then it's like a little collage of all of these people that are Jewish, I suppose. And it says, so who is really behind gun control? And then it's like all these different people, and as well as an Israeli flag on there. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So, pretty wild.
fun. She's on one today.
Yeah. But yeah, so he posted that. That's crazy. In March of 2018, he called survivors of the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting, who would organize against gun control, and I quote, a group of mushy-brained children. Kids who just survived people getting shot at their school.
Dude.
Like the kind of heartless monster.
Is he like besties with fucking Alex Jones?
Probably, I would assume.
Also, it's like you lived through like Vietnam, like so many. I mean,
yeah, the Cold War, like
God, it's like I know that like that doesn't change people's like I know. Oh God, it's just like
yeah.
I don't. That's also like I don't understand why. Well, I guess I do understand. It's just very shitty, I guess. I don't have to tell other listeners this, but, like, it's so crazy that, like, they turned these fucking children who have, like, experienced the most traumatic fucking thing that could ever happen to somebody into, like, a talking point.
Literally.
You're evil.
That's what I put on here, is it calls back to when Alex Jones literally accused the parents of the Sandy Hook shooting that they were lying about their kids dying.
That they were, like, hired actors.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, it's so evil.
It's so evil.
Here's a quote from a CNN article about some comments he made about Democrats and liberals, which, you know, not a huge fan of Democrats and liberals myself, but this is him talking. Just know that evil, dishonesty, and scam artists have always been around, and that right now they're liberal. They're Democrat. They're rhinos, R-I-N-Os. They're Hollywood. They're fake news. They're media. They're academia, and they're half of our government at least. So come to that realization, he continued. There are rabid coyotes running around. You don't wait till you see one go. Sorry, you don't wait till you see one to go get your gun. Keep your gun handy, and every time you see one, shoot one.
Oh my God.
Which is crazy.
That's a direct threat.
It's a direct threat, yeah.
Jesus, dude.
Man. Again, very bold statements.
Ted, how old are you at this point? Like, aren't you tired?
That's
Don't
what
you
you
want
would
to just
think.
kind of like chill?
That's what you would think. You are famous. Like,
right.
Just fuck off with your money. Like
chill.
That's not enough celebrities fuck off with their money.
No, I know. I know.
Make your money and then fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, aren't you you're so old, you're so tired.
They just want to be relevant so bad
so
still.
bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
No, he is. He's like in his 70s,
and
I
it's
think.
like for some reason they like always turn to like being really crazy right wing in order to like maintain relevancy.
It's
like
odd.
Make a good song again. You could try to do that.
Yeah, why don't you do something?
Where's Cat
nice?
Scratch Fever too?
Yeah. Again, very bold statement coming from someone who supports the party that claims they're like very against political violence and whatnot.
Right, exactly.
But I mean, that's even beginning to change though. Like they're becoming more and more for like,
oh my God,
kill the liberals.
Yeah, they're like, you see what he literally was in that post like, if there's one, fucking shoot it now.
Yeah,
don't hold back.
Crazy. Nugent is also a large opponent opposition to animal rights.
Oh, what?
Specifically when it comes to hunting. He has claimed that he received death threats directed towards him and his family because he eats meat. I don't think it's because he eats meat. I think it's because he also makes death threats to folks who protect animals. Case in point, in 1992, on a radio interview, he stated Heidi Prescott of the Fund for Animals, which provides sanctuaries and veterinary clinics around the country, was and I quote, worthless whore and implied people should kill her.
Jesus Christ, dude.
He's absolutely unhinged.
Yeah, now he's lost it.
Yeah, and he loves calling people worthless whores, dude. That's like his favorite thing.
It's his catchphrase.
It's his fucking catchphrase.
Worthless whore.
Yeah, no, literally. He was ordered by a court to pay her $75,000 for these comments.
Well.
Which, I mean, I guess is
as
something.
you should.
Yeah. Ted also keeps the conservative tradition alive of blaming every problem America faces on Obama.
Oh, sure.
Stating that Obama and Hillary Clinton should be tied and hung for treason. I know. In August of 2007, at a concert, he was seen holding guns, and stated "suck on my machine gun" in reference to Obama, and called Dianne Feinstein, a Democratic senator, say it with me, worthless whore. So
I'm gonna use that one.
Yeah,
I like that.
You worthless
whore.
It's fucking.
It feels like that. Yeah, like that's like if I'm like
deep,
really
yeah.
mad, like somebody cuts me off on the freeway, I'm like, you worthless whore.
True, yeah,
and I'm
that's
gonna
like,
feel better.
Yeah, it's maximum.
Yeah,
spite.
it is spicy.
And let me remind listeners that Donald Trump passed more gun laws than Obama did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being Obama passed 0 and Trump passed 1.
Right, exactly.
But,
exactly.
yeah.
Not for lack of trying, but
yeah. In January of 2014, he called Obama, and I quote,
worthless whore?
Not quite. Communist educated, communist nurtured, subhuman mongrel. Again, he's just progressively getting so unhinged, dude.
Yeah,
it's
he's
so
just
funny.
like sitting alone at home. He's like rocking back and forth.
Yeah, like whisper, Obama,
Fuck
like,
I'll kill them all, shoot them all. It's like that.
God.
Was it Robert Durst who was like, he was like getting interviewed by the police and for like a murder, and then he was like, not Robert Durst, the fucking guy. Never mind. There was the guy who murdered a bunch of people, and then he was like, didn't realize the mic was still hot, and he's like muttering to himself, and he's like, of course I killed them off.
Charles Manson?
No, somebody else.
I don't know who, but that doesn't surprise me.
I will figure it out. Listeners, tell us what I'm talking about.
Please leave a comment.
I feel like his name sounds similar to Robert Durst, and that's why I said that.
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Ted then endorsed Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who would actually attempt to distance himself from Ted after these comments were made, because calling someone a subhuman mongrel doesn't look good when you're running for office.
It's not a good look.
Yeah, even and granted, it was back in like 2014, but back then definitely it was, there was still kind of this illusion of like, why can't Democrats and Republicans get a beer together?
Along.
Yeah. This wasn't the first time Ted had colorful language about Obama, though. In 2012, he said this at the NRA convention: "If Barack Obama becomes president in November again, I will either be dead or in jail by this time next year."
Wow.
I'm sure Ted was just talking out of his ass like he always does.
Well, of course.
But this led to an investigation from the Secret Service.
Shit.
And the canceling of a show he had planned to play at Fort Knox.
Damn.
Like, he's literally... And this has happened multiple times. He's just, like, they cancel shows because he sucks.
Because he can't shut the fuck up.
Because he cannot shut the fuck up.
Jesus, dude.
This wouldn't be the only concert Ted would lose due to his political statements and views. Multiple indigenous-owned casinos have canceled and discontinued their relationships with Nugent due to his hateful rhetoric and cultural appropriation of native culture.
Yeah.
Commenting on the slew of cancellations, Ted once stated that he was, and I quote again, more Native American than some Indians.
Oh.
Probably
whatever,
not. Whatever that.
Yeah, what is that
What are
supposed to mean?
What are you trying to say?
What
guess
does that mean?
He maybe means that he's more American, like patriot.
Oh,
I don't know, but I really don't know.
All right, Ted. Whatever, man.
Again, he's losing it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Theodore.
Literally Theodore. In 2016, Ted supported Ted Cruz for president of all people.
Ted on Ted action.
Ted on Ted, dude.
A Ted. Thank you.
It's good. Before quickly switching to Donald Trump when it was trendy too, and has performed at a number of Trump rallies, even alongside the infamous Kid Rock.
You don't say.
He, of course, denies trans people exist. I'm sure you could have assumed that.
Yeah, I mean, that's lumped in there.
Yeah, I just thought I would confirm it for you. This brings us to what I think are the most serious allegations and proven terribleness of Nugent.
Let's get it.
And that would be his relationship with underage girls.
No.
Here's a quote from...
It's always.
Every time,
Every
dude.
Fucking time.
You cannot escape it.
You're like, this guy kind of sucks, and then it's like, oh, he also raped a 16-year-old. You're like, of course.
Literally. Here's a quote from the Fountain Hill Times. Ted Nugent also has a sordid reputation in the music industry. Pedophilia is the charge.
Jeez.
Ted Nugent says that he is technically not a pedophile. I don't know why. Yeah.
What? If you
have to say technically I'm not a pedophile.
Yeah, you're a pedophile.
You're a pedophile. He claims to have skirted around legal obstacles by obtaining and I quotes here, a stamp of approval from parents before having relationships with underage daughters. His travels as a rock star presented opportunities to satisfy, in his words, his, again quotes, addiction for young girls.
Okay. Ted. If you're actively looking for ways to skirt around fucking, like, age laws, you're a pedophile.
You're a pedophile.
What's that like, Jeff? It's like, you might be a pedophile.
Literally. In 1981, Ted Nugent released a song called Jailbait.
Oh, no.
I'm going to read the lyrics to you. I'm going to throw in a trigger warning here because when I read this for the first time, it made me ill. I wanted to vomit. So if sexual abuse of a minor or rape makes you uncomfortable, I'd skip forward like a couple of minutes, just so you know. Let me pull this shit up.
Okay.
It's bad, dude. I feel like I have to read it because
you
saw
please.
it, but,
you do. Jesus Christ.
Jailbait lyrics.
Jailbait.
Yeah, first of all, the name.
It's right out of the gate.
I'll skip the fucking chorus, but it says, I've got no inhibitions, so keep your keys out of your ignition. I steal a car like I got a curse. I can't resist the old lady's purse. Well, I don't care if you're just 13.
Oh.
You look too good to be true. I just know that you are probably clean. There's one little thing I got to do to you.
Oh.
Chorus. So tell your mama that I'm back in town. She likes us boys when it's time to get down. She's got this craving for the underage. I just might be your mama's brand new rage. This is the part. Honey, you look so nice. She's young, she's tender. Won't you please surrender? She's so fine, she's mine. All the time, all mine. It's all right, baby. It's quite all right. I asked your mama.
Oh.
Wait a minute, officer. Don't put those handcuffs on me. Put them on her, and I'll share her with you.
No.
I'm so sorry, everyone. It's absolutely fucking gross. That's fucking Ted Nugent. And
when did that song come out?
This song came out.
I'm gonna rip my hair out.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's bad.
It said like 1980 something?
Yeah,
1980s?
Oh, 1981, yeah.
1981?
And this man was born in 1948. So he was fucking in his 30s.
It's the fact also that like that was in 1981 and he like still had like a successful career going on after that. And like, oh my God.
Yeah, and it's just so blatant. Like, he doesn't even try to hide it.
No, it's not, because I feel like you can like listen to all these songs from like the 50s or whatever that are like, little girl, my little girl, boop boop, and it's like, as me listening to it now, I'm like, clearly you're literally talking about like a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
This is like, hey, you're 13. I want to handcuff you. No.
Yeah, it says in the song she's 13.
Like, he says it so outright.
Yeah. Singer of the band Hole, an ex-spouse of Kurt Cobain, Courtney Love, claims that she performed oral sex on Nugent when she was only 12.
Oh my God.
It was later changed to the age of 14, and when recounting the story. But
that
even
doesn't
if we
make
take
it any better.
Yeah, even if we take the 14 number, that would have made Ted Nugent, when Courtney Love was 14, 30 years old when this happened. So even being generous and giving the 14 age, he was 30. And if it's the 12, then he's 28. In 1978, he began a relationship with 17-year-old Pele Massa. They could not get married because of the age difference between them. Instead, he worked with her parents to make himself her legal guardian.
Okay. All right.
So, Ted Nugent, he's a foul, disgusting piece of shit who deserves to rot for the rest of his life, and I fucking hate him.
What the fuck?
And I fucking cannot stand him. Again, it was like when I was researching this, I was like, what a fucking doofus. Like, haha, it's so funny.
Right,
and
like
then
he's
I got
idiot like Trumper, and then you're like, oh, he's actually like a nightmare of a person.
He's actually has, like...
Oh my God.
The ones we know about, he's a pedophile, and that's just the ones who have come forward. I'm sure there's so many.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, Finn, that's fucking Ted Nugent.
Wow, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy,
Damn.
dude. Oh, yeah. Crazy. Yeah, and I feel like he's just, again, like we were saying, it's such a weird trend for, like, old musicians to become, again, to, like, think they're still relevant and, like, become political.
And, like, weirdly super right-wing. And,
Always,
in, like, a crazy way.
And, like, they're, like... They don't have the same, like, tact, even, that, like, politicians have.
Not at all.
So they're just, like... Suck on my machine gun, Obama.
Jesus
You're
Christ,
a worthless
dude.
whore.
A worthless whore?
Oh, man. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the Nuge.
Fuck. The Nuge.
I didn't listen to his music before. Won't.
Yeah.
Still
no
won't.
plans. So.
Still will not.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Anyway.
Wow. Well, shall I take it away,
Please
folks?
do. Please do.
All right.
I need to wash the taste of that out of my mouth.
Yeah, for real. For real. Well, hopefully this one's a little more fun, perhaps?
Yeah, hopefully.
Robert James Ritchie was raised on his family's large property in Romeo, Michigan. His parents were very wealthy and owned several horses that lived in the barn on their property. Mm-hmm. Somehow, this upper-class Michigan boy made his way to Detroit and attempted to make a name for himself in the Detroit hip-hop scene, eventually aligning himself with the rap group known best as Beast Crew. Taylor, would you like to guess who the subject of my story is today if you don't already know? Hint, he has also gone by the name Bobby Shazam.
Beast Crew? The Beastie Boys? Someone
No.
in the Beastie Boys? I don't know, actually. Beastie Boys are sacred, actually. They would never do
They are.
anything
We love
wrong,
the Beastie
yeah.
Boys. The Beastie Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Today,
I don't know.
I'm going to tell you about country music / hip hop / garbage star Kid Rock.
Ah, love it.
I had
That's
to do it.
You had to do it. You had to do it to him.
I had to do it.
What's his actual name?
Robert James Ritchie.
Wow,
And
that
people will
is
call him Bob Ritchie.
Bob Ritchie.
Yeah, in this like little interview I was reading, they like had interviewed a couple of his friends and they
Yeah.
called him Bob.
Yeah, fucking Bob Dick, dude.
Bobby Shazam.
Bobby Shazam. That's
Which I'm
crazy.
Like, I want to know what music was released under the moniker Bobby Shazam.
I wonder if you can find any of it. I'm gonna
I wonder
do a
as
little
well.
fucking research right now.
Wonderful. So Kid Rock rose through the ranks rather easily, releasing his first album at 17, which is kind of nuts, in 1990 and touring with Ice Cube and other prominent rappers of that time. In 1992, Kid Rock collabed with Insane Clown Posse, who, believe it or not, had quite the following at the time. Which, I don't hold any ill will for Insane Clown Posse. It was after this that Kid Rock switched to a more rock and roll style with his music, fusing his hip hop and rap background with a Lynyrd Skynyrd type of vibe.
Literally.
Yeah, quite literally. Around 1996, Kid Rock was fully involved in drugs, partying, and alcohol. He began performing on stage at this time in a pimp costume. Because, like,
so
one of his, like, somebody that worked for him, like, said he was, like, used the word pimp to, like, describe him, and he, like, latched onto that.
He's like, you know what? You know what? I kind of am a pimp.
He's,
actually.
like, drunk as fuck. He's like,
I
am a pimp.
I am a pimp.
You're right.
You're so right. Yeah.
Yeah, he began performing in a pimp costume and bringing a possibly loaded gun on stage.
That's also the year I was born.
Oh,
1996.
that's true.
Yeah.
What a beautiful year.
I like to think that as I was coming into the world, Kid Rock was snorting cocaine off of like a knife or something.
You can only hope. You can only hope. Did you find anything for us?
I did. There's a song.
What's
it's
it called?
Quarantine.
Oh shit!
It's new. I don't think he has anything other
it's
than
new.
It's 2020, I guess. But
I wonder. I mean, he must have that like trademarked, right?
Yeah, I would imagine. And so I couldn't find anything old. I'll still look, but we'll listen to the song Quarantine when we take our little break.
In 1997, Kid Rock met with Jason Flom, signed with Atlantic Records, and finally cracked the code on his biggest success yet, rocketing him to stardom. This is when Kid Rock's redneck rock and roll persona was developed, and he released his biggest album of all time, Devil Without a Cause.
So true.
So true, dude. This album features classics such as Ba Wita Ba. Hello.
We've discussed Ba Wita
We've
Ba
discussed
extensively.
it at length. Cowboy.
Yeah, is that the one that's like
I wanna
be a cowboy, baby? Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to number 2, The Party (parentheses Ode to the Old School). A song called "Fuck Off," and a song called "Black Chick, White Guy / I Am the Bull God."
What a name! What a fucking name!
What a name!
What his fucking writing process? Like,
I would like.
I
want to
be a fly on the wall
Me
in the writer's room for Kid Rock's like first album.
Yeah,
he's like I'm white, but like, what if
I was with a black chick?
Black chick? Mm-hmm. What would that be like?
What does that look like for you?
Doing anything for you?
Doing anything for you? And listen, I would be lying if I said that Ba Wita Ba didn't bang.
It does bang.
It does bang. Or that the production on Cowboy wasn't like very creative and like fun and different. Kid Rock was honestly like pioneering some new music and doing it, albeit controversially, with no fear and no shame.
True. And like if it stopped at that, we wouldn't be having this episode.
I would have a little bit of respect.
Yeah, we wouldn't be talking about him.
He was like a goofy guy, but I would be like, I have to respect him.
Yeah, he'd be like an Oliver Tree type. You know,
right.
like, what a goofy, weird dude.
Yeah, but
like I respect him and I'm vibing, you know? Yeah.
Ba Wita Ba even has some lyrics that could be considered kind of like woke, or at least suggests that Kid Rock is somewhat aware of the plight of the disenfranchised. He dedicates the lyrics of the song to, or I think he's like dedicating the Ba Wita Ba to these people, which whatever that's supposed to mean.
I think it's like the guitar, like the beat, you know, like ba wita ba da bang, you know, like he's like, this beat is for you, you know,
yes. So he's dedicating that to people in different positions in life, stating, quote, "And it don't even matter if your veins are punctured. All the crackheads, the critics, the cynics, and all my heroes at the methadone clinics." So, like, obviously he's here, you know, shouting out people. He's like, hey, you struggling with drug addiction? This is for you, buddy.
True.
He calls out, quote, "All the hookers that are tricking out in Hollywood. And for my hoods of the world, misunderstood, I said it's all good and it's all in fun." And, quote,
Poetry.
"All my homies in the county in cell block 6.
Yeah, I remember that part. Cell block 6.
Cell block 6. And he even punches down on disliked government entities with, quote, "All you bastards at the IRS for the crooked cops and the cluttered desks." It's not the most eloquently written prose or like even that enlightened, but it paints a picture of Kid Rock that he's like a man of the people. He has respect for those struggling with drug addiction, sex workers, and even the imprisoned. He shakes a fist at the government's unfair taxing and acknowledges the injustice in police work. I can't say the other songs have much more like woke commentary.
Yeah, it's like the one.
Yeah, that's kind of like his
the
only...
closest he ever got.
Yeah. However, in Black Chick, White Guy, he does talk about getting an abortion for his 9th grade girlfriend. He talks about how it was, quote, a tough decision, but, quote, must have been right. And I think that I think it's a true story. I think he like got this because it like, he talks about how he like keeps seeing this girl who's black and like, I think he gets her pregnant several times, and I think he actually does end up having, if it's, you know, if he's talking about the same woman, because he does have a child with a black woman. He has a half black child, so perhaps the song is true.
Interesting.
Anyway, before we get into this next song, which I think that you're really, really going to enjoy, I just had to. It's like not even anything, but I just had to include it in there because it's
I'm
so great. We're gonna listen to whatever this other song was. Yeah, Quarantine.
DJ Bobby Shazam.
We'll let you know, guys.
We'll let you know how it is.
Take a break. Take a sip of water.
You listen to it as well.
Yeah, you listen to it too.
DJ Bobby Shazam. Jobby.
Bobby's.
Dobby is free.
R.I.P. My dog is eating the wall.
She's definitely eating the wall.
She's like really... She's never this crazy. I even took her on like a little walk.
She's just excited because people are here.
She really likes Taylor.
Yeah. Anyway.
Little break. I'm voting for whichever candidate is willing to eradicate mosquitoes.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
I don't care about a single other, political standing of yours.
My politics are gone when a mosquito's biting me, when I'm getting
When a mosquito
feasted
enters
on.
the room, I'm no longer a communist. I'm just like...
True.
It's
veganism out the door.
Yeah.
It's time to fight.
And I want to I think that they should be tortured a little bit.
Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah, Guantanamo Bay, the mosquitoes.
Fucking mosquitoes, yeah.
Yeah. I Googled one time, and granted, Google AI just gave me the results that I wanted, and I concluded that that was enough. But I did Google, would it, fuck up the ecosystem if we eradicated mosquitoes? And Google AI said, no, in fact, it would be better. And I said, good enough for me.
Good enough for me. I feel like I've heard that. Again, I don't know how true, if it's just a myth. But...
Right. Because I'm like, okay, where do mosquitoes come into play? I suppose, fish and, birds and stuff are eating them. But, there's other little bugs out there. There's gnats.
You could eat other
There's
things.
little flies.
Yeah.
There's, mayflies. You know, I'm just, I think if one little, flying around bug was gone, it would be okay. I
agree.
think,
Well, it's
and they also are, spreading... horrible diseases amongst animals as well, not just human beings.
Yeah, I'll take. Give us the fucking dodos back, God, and take the mosquitoes.
Right.
Give us the woolly mammoths. Give us some sick the saber-toothed tiger, dude.
I would rock with some saber-toothed tigers.
That's what I'm saying. Bring back a cool animal and take the fucking mosquitoes.
Yes.
I want make an animal less endangered and take the mosquitoes.
Make America.
Mosquito-less again.
Yeah,
no, that is the political platform you will be running on.
I am, and I will.
This 2024 election.
I don't know how, but I will figure out how to do it.
True.
Because I cannot do this any longer.
Yeah.
And I know we're coming to the time of year that it's going to be okay again. In terms of mosquitoes, in terms of my happiness and my mental health, bad. But it's I walk outside, I walk from my door to my car, which is a 4-second walk, and I've got 3 new mosquito bites.
Yeah, no, they're just they're waiting for you outside your door.
Sucking
they're
my butt.
They're peeking through your blinds, trying to.
They are.
Where the fuck is she?
It feels like paparazzi, except for they want to actually suck my blood. Actually,
Truly, yeah,
genuinely.
Yeah, little fucking vampires.
I'm so
dude.
afraid of I'm gonna get like West Nile virus with the amount of mosquito bites that I have. I just am like, is this gonna happen? Or what was the other one? Zika?
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get Zika.
Bro, when I was camping with Eden's family, like day one, someone mentioned ticks, and I was like, God
Don't talk
damn
about
it.
that. Don't bring it up.
Don't bring. We're in nature right
now.
now.
I'm thinking
now
about
I'm
it.
only thinking about how I'm gonna get a tick.
And now I'm itchy the whole time.
And I'm
here,
fucking Lyme
and I'm
disease.
all, like,
I'm gonna die,
right?
dude.
And Lyme disease is not.
It's not something you
I'm
fuck
not
with,
rocking
dude.
with that at
I ain't
all.
trying to. I'm like mad respect people who live with Lyme disease. I'm not trying to get it. I'm trying to be Lyme disease free.
Absolutely.
I will keep my limes in my fucking Jack and Cokes, brother.
Put a lime in my fucking Pacifico.
Yeah.
Please.
But keep that shit out of my body.
Keep it out of my body.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with moths either. Y'all know that at this point.
Yeah.
I'm willing. I would vote for the person. Are you willing to eradicate mosquitoes? Or are you willing to eradicate moths?
Yeah.
And I will vote for you. I don't care a single other. You want to outlaw abortion? You want to not let me have a bank account anymore? I don't care. If there's not another mosquito left on this planet, I'm voting for you.
I will say I'm getting real fucking tired
Morals
of
out the window.
the Kamala Harris ads that keep popping up on my YouTube videos about, I don't know, some obscure 90s TV show that's probably 4 hours long. And the Kamala ads are like, we're running a deal. You can have the chance to meet me, Kamala Harris. And I'm like,
donate $100
yeah, I'm like, God damn it, shut
campaign.
up. I'm trying to watch this thing about fucking Drake and Josh.
I need to learn about the interworkings of Gilmore Girls.
It's what I'm saying. Yeah, I want to know this media theory about how Rory, like, whatever the fuck it is, because that's all I do is watch these
interrupting me,
things.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah, literally. Widow
away.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, no, I think that's a good platform. I think you have a really good chance for the 2024 election.
I think it's about time one of us runs for president.
It's true, yeah. I mean, as long as I can be like some kind of cabinet.
You can be my
office,
Secretary of State.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Is that?
That's what
did
thing.
they do?
The Secretary
of
of
the
State, I think, is like domestic affairs.
There you go. That's your job.
Secretary of Defense can really implement my bricking idea.
Ooh, you could be the sod.
Yeah.
You'll be the sod.
Defend D's nuts. Oh, by the way, folks, we did listen to DJ Bobby Shazam.
Oh, yeah. It is indeed that song. It was also a Kid Rock song.
Yeah.
It was just all about quarantine. Give it a listen. It was an interesting journey.
It was about it. And then I looked up a video of him DJing. It seems that DJ Bobby Shazam truly was just mostly a DJ. But he can scratch records, which is cool. Anyway.
Get me in that boiler room.
Yeah.
Okay. Also on this album, we have the song, the lyrical gems from this song, Fuck Off.
I'm
you ready for this?
So ready, please.
Quote, I get all the money. Pussy falls like rain.
So true.
Been getting laid and paid. That's why I never complain. If I ain't in it for the money, I'm in it for the pee. It's
Oh God, okay.
It's 1998, yo, and you still can't fuck with me.
Wow, yeah. No, that's true.
As well as a line from the song as well, which may be my favorite line that's ever been written in a song ever.
Okay.
Quote, so blow me, bitch. I don't rock for cancer. I rock for the cash and the topless dancers.
What?
He's like,
I assume it's
he's like shitting on people that like do like concerts
cancer
for
benefits
charities
and stuff.
Yeah.
What the fuck? He's like, yo, if I ain't getting some cash or some fucking dome out of this, dude, nah, dog.
I'm not doing it.
If I ain't getting mad noggin after this show, I am not fucking performing.
Noggin.
Oh God, that's so funny.
That's so funny.
Oh, what a fucking guy, dude.
He is just such a guy.
Like if you like poured every energy drink that exists,
That he would, Kid Rock would like
yeah, like
come out of it.
like into a vat, you know, and then like
yes.
put in like I don't know, like a gun and
Yeah. And like a Confederate flag.
And a Confederate flag and like a flannel with the sleeves cut off.
And like a weird little hat.
Yeah, and a weird cowboy hat.
That's Kid Rock.
Again, it would be like you would Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah,
Kid Rock.
that's yeah. Man, so Kid Rock had established a pretty solidly middle political image for himself in this era. He was like a quote-unquote blue-collar, quote-unquote government-hating redneck who just wanted to party and have everyone get along. Having come from an upper-class family, Kid Rock didn't seem to care about wealth and status when he was younger. He would often get in trouble for hanging out with the kids from the quote-unquote wrong side of the tracks. So how did he become the right-wing icon he's known as today?
That is pretty funny that he came from like an upper-class family. And
like an upper-class white family in Michigan who had like horses and an apple orchard.
Like, it's just funny that his, like, persona is so, like, redneck. He's,
like a redneck, like...
Trailer park,
scrappy.
You know?
Yeah. And, oh, God. It's, like, again, every single time.
Every time.
Every single time. Taylor Swift is from Pennsylvania, which I'm not saying she does shit like this, but I'm just saying, like, she's from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Anyway. How did he get to the point where he's referring to Donald Trump as his bestie?
True.
So even in the 2010s, Kid Rock, who was openly identifying as a Republican at the time, had still had a pretty good handle on reality and seemed to hold somewhat respectable political views. He met Obama in 2013 and told him, quote, "No hard feelings. You respect the office of the President of the United States, and the great thing is, in 4 years, we get to choose again."
Wow.
It's like...
That's, like, very reasonable of you to say.
It is, like, pretty reasonable. Kid Rock had even criticized Republicans for their stance on same-sex marriage and abortion and told Rolling Stone in 2013, quote, "I tend to vote Republican, but I don't like the hardcore views on either side. I'm not in bed with anybody. I'm probably be more libertarian, but I'm a firm believer that you have to pick a side. If you think differently, that's fine. I'd love to grab a beer and hear why you think that way."
He said the
He
thing.
did the thing.
He said the fucking thing. The get a beer thing.
He did the beer thing. Why don't we talk about it over an ice cold beer?
They love everybody loves,
always.
Moderates love saying
love
that, dude. Like, that's
they
their, like,
it.
favorite thing. They're like, why can't we just be friends why can't we come together over the thing we both love? An ice cold Coors Light, you know?
It's not going to be a Bud Light.
No.
Kid Rock had even created a sort of like "Why Don't We Get Along" short film with unlikely friend Sean Penn, who I think was like his neighbor or something.
Interesting.
And Rolling Stone describes this masterpiece, quote, "It opens in a bar, and within a couple of minutes, Penn and Richie," which is Kid Rock's last name, "are lobbing politically tinged insults at each other. As they're about to come to blows, a news report appears on the bar's TV, announcing the deaths of 26 Marines in Afghanistan, which prompts them to hug it out."
Okay. The same exact plot, but how funny would it be if it was 9/11?
Oh,
on the television.
That would be even better. That would hit even harder, actually.
Why didn't they do that?
Why didn't they do that?
Yeah.
The message is clear before it even flashes on the screen at the film's conclusion in big block letters. Quote, "Don't let politics divide us. Thinking differently, ... is what made this country great."
Wow.
Yeah.
The fucking 180 that's about to happen.
Oh. Pretty lame, but it's certainly a far cry from the MAGA-loving, trans-person-hating man he seems to be now. Kid Rock was a dumbass, but like kind of lovable, and maintained a good enough image for himself that he even got away with performing with a Confederate flag for many years. He did receive backlash for this, but not even enough that he was successfully canceled, necessarily.
Yeah, because it was kind of just like the thing, like, especially back then.
Yeah, like, and he had even said, he was like, "Well, I'm inspired by Lynyrd Skynyrd. It's a Lynyrd Skynyrd thing." And like, people kind of just like let it go, I think, for the most part. I mean, there was like protests, but it was like not that big of a deal. But like many towing the line Republicans, it all came crashing down in 2015 when Donald Trump decided to run for president.
Yeah.
During the 2016 primaries, Kid Rock voiced his support for Trump, stating, quote, "I'm digging Donald Trump. My feeling? Let the business guy run it like a business. And his campaign has been entertaining as shit."
I mean, yeah, it was
It was entertaining.
It was entertaining.
I was entertained in one way or another.
I hate how people, like, I guess at least he's like honest about it. He's like, run the country like a business, and it's like,
yeah.
I guess, but it's like, it's not a business.
It's a place where
people's lives. Exist, yeah. Like we live here. I don't want it to be I go to work at a business. I don't want to live in a business.
Right, exactly. Kid Rock's concerts began to devolve almost into Trump rallies, with Kid Rock ranting about America losing its way, posting photos of Trump on the big screen, and the crowds getting increasingly more white, as if they weren't already, and more conservative. And as you had said, Taylor, he, of course, performed at several Trump rallies.
Yep.
In September of 2016, Kid Rock stopped halfway through a performance of his song Born Free to criticize Colin Kaepernick for kneeling during the national anthem, and even shouted, "Fuck Colin Kaepernick." No shock there. In December of 2016, Kid Rock added Donald Trump-themed merch to his line.
Whoa.
And it's, wow. With such gems of shirts as, quote, a T labeling blue states from the 2016 presidential election as part of the dumb fuckistan.
Jesus.
While the remaining red states represented the United States of America. The other designs read, quote, God's, Guns, and Trump, and, quote, Arnold Trump, the D is missing because it's in every hater's mouth.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
It's so funny.
He's got such a, like, juvenile ass sense of humor. Like,
I mean, the man's name is Kid Rock. Like, it's just like,
it's
grow up, brother. Like,
Yeah.
you are old at
you're
this
in what,
point.
in your 60s now?
He's like 50-something.
In your 50s? Like, and he says, like, he makes, like, D's nuts jokes. Which I will admit are funny, but, like,
right.
This is...
You're a grown man.
Yeah, again, you're a grown man.
You're a
like,
grown man.
You're trying to be, like, this serious, like, I don't know how serious, I guess, but, like, this political voice, and you're like,
right.
You act like you're fucking 12, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. It's crazy.
I don't know.
I know.
Maybe I can't talk because we have a political podcast and I make dumb jokes, but, like,
I know, but, like,
still a certain amount of, like, when you're talking about people's lives, you should
57.
show, like, you should show respect. I don't know. Like,
I know.
when you're talking about, again, like, the impoverished, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. During a 2017 fish fry that he hosted, I don't fucking know.
Damn.
I guess he has this, like, annual fucking Kid Rock's fish fry. I don't know, dude.
Damn.
Yeah. What a time. He starts to share some of his anti-trans and anti-gay beliefs, ranting during a speech that he rapped, quote, why these days is everything so damn gay? I mean, gay rights this, transgender that. I say to hell with it. Let them get married if they want, because we got way bigger problems to worry about than all that. But things shouldn't be this complicated, and no, you don't get to choose, because whatever you have between your legs should determine the bathroom that you use. Pretty simple.
Oh my God.
I don't know,
I mean, that's such a dumb talking
He's
point.
Crazy.
And, like, it's so weird how, like, I mean, we've, like, talked about it and we've seen it so much, but it's so, like, it's so crazy that, like, conservatives lost the fight for, like, gay people. So now they're like, well, now we gotta, we can't, like, there's no way that we can, like, make people start hating the gays. Mm-hmm. So we have to, like, move to the next thing, which is hating trans people.
Exactly.
Like, you know, they're like, it's too, you know, obviously, like, almost everybody in the world knows somebody who's gay. Yeah. So it's like, you can't make people hate gay people like they used to be.
So they've
people don't hate gay people like they used to.
Exactly. So they switched to trans people now.
It's wild. Yeah. But anyway.
In August of 2019, Kid Rock went after Taylor Swift when she aligned herself politically with Democrats, tweeting, quote, Taylor Swift wants to be a Democrat because she wants to be in movies, period. Which, okay. And it looks like she will suck the doorknob off Hollyweird to get there. Oldest move in the book. Good luck, girl.
Cool. Who fucking asked, Kid Rock? Did anybody fucking ask you your opinion on this? Like, I mean, I fuck Taylor Swift in her own ways, but
sure.
Like, who fucking who? I don't know. That's funny.
I know.
I feel like Swifties would be like, who the fuck is this?
Right, exactly. In February of 2021, a video of Kid Rock saying the N-word was shared online, And just 4 months later, he uses the F slur on stage during a performance. Quote, "You fucking F slurs," obviously he said the real thing, "you fucking F slurs with your iPhones out. You can post this dick right here." Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. A few days later, after receiving backlash for using the slur, he doubled down on Twitter saying, quote, "If Kid Rock using the word F slur offends you, good chance you are one."
Wow, he really hit the fucking... He really hit the, I know you are, but what am I, dude?
Yeah, he really pulled that one out. Yeah. Of course, in 2022, Kid Rock released his album Bad Reputation with the iconic song We the People. We discussed this absolute train wreck on the Patreon, but I'll just quickly go over some of the lyrics for you all.
It's been a while. I need a refresher.
It's been a while, and yeah.
We need to do another one of those bonus episodes where we read insane songs.
Because there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Quote, "We the people in all we do reserve the right to scream, fuck you. Wear your mask, take your pills. Now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck Fauci. But COVID's near. It's coming to town. We gotta act quick. Shut the borders down. Joe Biden does. The media embraces. Big Don does it, and they call him racist."
Oh God, and it's so fucking funny. Like, yes, the borders are shut down because of the pandemic. Donald Trump shut the borders down because he hates Muslims. He hates Muslim people. Like, it's fucking crazy.
It's just.
Also, I love this like idea that like, oh, the kids are mentally ill because of COVID and the pills that people make them take. I don't understand the lore.
There's none.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of just like catchy little like edgy phrases that conservatives can be like, hell yeah, Kid Rock.
Exactly. Truly, he's a wordsmith of our generation. This album also includes the stunning track "Don't Tell Me How to Live."
So true.
With the lyrics, quote, "Years ago, we all thought it was a joke, see? But that every kid got a motherfucking trophy. But yo, homie, here's the situation. A nation of pussies is our next generation. And these minions and their agendas, every opinion has a millennial offended. But this amendment, one, it rings true. And if you don't dissent, bitch, then see number 2.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
It's so fucking funny.
Damn. Called out millennials hard. Mm-hmm. That's us, Phoebe.
That is, yeah. And I am offended all the time.
Yes. No, you can't, we can't take you anywhere without you just, like, gasping.
I'm like, oh, snowflake moment.
Yeah. Snowflake moment. Oh, God.
In the Rolling Stone article that I used as a reference for a lot of this story, Kid Rock becomes increasingly more unhinged, unpredictable, and violent during the interview with journalist David Peisner. I highly suggest reading it. It's a wild ride. You can literally just Google David Peisner, Kid Rock, and it'll come up. It's crazy. This man is crazy. Throughout the interview, Kid Rock uses the N slur multiple times, and at one point even pulls out a gun, waves it around, and shouts about, like, I don't know, you think you can get me? I have a gun. I have so many guns, whatever. But he's, like, brings... David Peisner's, like, at Kid Rock's house, and Kid Rock's, like, drunk as fuck, and, like, pulls a gun out, and is, like, drunkenly waving it around.
I'd be
insane.
Very scared.
I would be terrified.
Oh, man.
Yeah. At the end of the evening, note, Kid Rock is wasted at this point, as Peisner is leaving, which, like, Kid Rock kept him, he kept this guy there for, like, so long. Like, Peisner was like, I gotta go. Like, I need to go home. And they were, like, they were on his property. They had taken an ATV from, like, the main home to, like, whatever, the fucking second home on the property. And Kid Rock was, like, making him watch all these YouTube videos with him.
Jesus Christ.
And he was like, yes, he literally, and it was like, it's like when you're trapped at, like, a really bad, like weird dude, and, like, you're on, like, a really bad date. And he's like, just one more. Wait, this is the funniest one.
This is the funniest fucking video, dude.
One more YouTube video. Finally, he, like, fucking lets Peisner leave. Drunk as fuck, he, like, ATVs him back to the main place. And As Peisner is leaving, Kid Rock asks him, quote, "Will you tell everyone that I was at least halfway cool?" Yeah.
No.
And Peisner responds, "You're all right. We just disagree about a lot of things." And to this, Kid Rock says, quote, "That's because you're gay." And then he laughs.
What? What the fuck? Oh my god.
It's so fucking funny.
That's so. Oh, like I said, he's such a.
He's like he's like 14.
He's 14, trapped in a 57-year-old
Yeah.
body. Like he's on an ATV.
Yeah.
And, like, that's because you're fucking gay, dude. And like peels out. Like he's like, "Oh, dude, that was so sick. I fucking burned his ass,
I
dude.
got him.
God, oh
my
my
God.
fucking Christ, that's so funny. Holy shit.
Yeah, you should honestly read this interview. It's like you're just like this guy's a lunatic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's a lunatic. So a year prior to this Rolling Stone article, Kid Rock had embraced, of course, the anti-trans wave and properly freaked out when Bud Light partnered with Dylan Mulvaney in a marketing campaign.
Yeah.
Dylan is a trans woman who got her fame mostly from her TikTok, where she documented her transition journey by filming her Days of Girlhood videos. And, of course, the collaboration with Dylan caused every right-winger to freak the fuck out and attempt a boycott against Budweiser. Kid Rock posted a video of himself shooting cases of Bud Light with a machine gun.
Wow.
While shouting, "Fuck Budweiser, fuck Anheuser-Busch."
I love it. Yeah, the Bud Light he purchased and then went and shot open.
And that's literally, I was just about to say, famously, Republicans are pretty bad at boycotts because they tend to give money to the companies that they're trying to boycott by purchasing their products and then give them free advertisement by destroying these products on video and posting it.
It's true.
Which is not how a boycott works at all.
I think at least one of the first instances of that was the fucking Colin Kaepernick like Nike thing.
Yes, yeah,
like,
and
people were like burning,
purchasing it and burning it and posting that online, which is like, that's not a boycott. You've already given them money. It doesn't matter now what happens to the product.
They don't give a fuck what
no,
you do with the product.
Them the like $30 fucking that jersey cost or whatever.
Yeah, that's
insane, or whatever. The like $100 that pair of Nikes cost.
Yeah, like
crazy,
anyway.
crazy. Kid Rock seems to be the instigator behind the boycott of Bud Light, but interestingly enough, he's actually backtracked on his Bud Light boycott, saying he feels they have, quote, learned their lesson.
What?
I don't know.
I don't think they did anything different.
No, I don't think they care.
Anyway. Like they didn't like
what
retract
Kid Rock
their
is up to.
True, yeah. Like Bud Light's like, so.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And that's like, I guess that's like the crux of it all is like. These like musicians are so like ideologically driven, you know, and like these like businessmen who have billions of dollars, like they don't give a single fuck,
care
dude.
At all. They don't care at all. And it's just like, I think Kid Rock thinks he's like really sticking it to the man by like shooting up a case of Bud Light in his giant mansion backyard, and it's like, nobody gives a shit.
No one cares, man.
Yeah. It's hard to tell with characters like Kid Rock how serious they are about their politics.
Yeah.
This man is clearly an idiot, and he definitely struggles to find a lane with his political ideologies. He's constantly contradicting himself or struggling to even string together coherent arguments.
Or sentences,
or
really.
even a sentence,
He's
yeah.
drunk like half the times I've seen a video of him.
My God. And this could all very well be a marketing ploy. He could have seen the cult-like following of Trump and wanted to jump on the bandwagon to attempt to bring himself back to relevancy. He could truly believe the words that are coming out of his mouth. Who's to say? More importantly, does it matter?
Yeah.
Like I feel about a lot of these like online trolls or like right-wing talking heads, I think it's kind of irrelevant whether or not they believe what they're saying. These people are still working hard to push bigotry, hatred, and misinformation. Why? Maybe they just like to watch the world burn. But regardless, the world is charred, and the more airtime that these people have, the slower the fire is going to be put out. So, like, I don't know. I guess, like, the intent behind it doesn't really matter because they're still saying the thing. And I think I've said it before on the show. Like, I think that if you are an online troll and you're, like, trying to, like, bait people into, like, I don't know, you're like commenting on like a trans person's Twitter and being like, you'll always be a man or whatever. It's like part of you, even if you think you're just like a troll or whatever, it's like part of you believes that.
Yeah.
Because like otherwise, why would you be wasting your time doing that?
It's
so
like to get a reaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like, not to say that like any of these trolls or Kid Rock's intentions are like good, but
sure,
like that saying, like the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Right.
It's like, yeah, like it doesn't really matter what you were trying to do. It matters the outcome of like what you did.
Exactly. And what you did was like be a really fucking weird douchebag.
Yeah, and like got a bunch of people to hate trans people and want to kill liberals and communists and kind of just further divided and like made it a more unsafe place to exist.
Exactly. So like at the end of the day, I don't think I really care what you believe in your heart. I think I care what you are like screaming about online.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Saying it was a joke at the end of it doesn't change
exactly
what the fuck you did.
Exactly.
That's, I mean, that's always the thing. Yeah, like
just
it's like, oh, it's just jokes. It's like, well, yeah, but you just said a terrible thing.
Yeah,
like,
it's also not funny.
Like it's like it doesn't matter if you were joking. It's like
right.
I don't know. Yeah, that was like the first. That kind of calls back to the first episode of Remarks we ever had.
It really does.
Yeah, where we talked about
how
that.
far we've come.
True. When we were recording on one mic.
From like way far away, and it sounded really bad.
It was terrible. If you ever listened to the oldest episodes,
forgive us, guys.
We were figuring it out.
We were figuring it out. Yeah. With zero help. It was just us.
Yeah, we were just.
There's nobody here. It's just us.
I just downloaded Audacity and was like, let's fucking go, dude.
Let's fucking rock. We're gonna make a damn podcast.
Yeah, so true.
And boy, did we.
And we did, and we're still here.
We're still here, like many years later.
Yeah, I mean, almost 2.
I think so.
Yeah,
yes.
We're also approaching our 100th episode, I must say.
We are.
Yeah, we're on like 80. This might be 90, actually.
Yeah, we'll see. We got to do something crazy.
I know. What should we do?
I don't know.
It would be fun to, like when we did the 1 year thing where we brought other folks on.
Yeah.
We had Emily come on for that one.
Mm-hmm.
We could do something fun like that.
We should do that. Just like shoot the shit.
Yeah.
With people that
with people, get drunk maybe.
Yeah, in like a fun educational way.
True. Yeah. We'll talk about stuff.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
We always do.
Yeah. That would be fun. We could take questions from our friends.
Oh yeah. We could do a little Q and A.
Yeah, Q and A, and I don't know. I mean, we could put it out for the audience. I don't know how many people will comment.
I mean, because hey, guys, we've asked you to do this a couple of times. Listen, I'm not trying to jump down his throat here. We've asked you to do this a couple of times, and you don't. So if you want to do a Q and A, I just made that up.
Sounded like coup d'etat.
If you want to do a coup d'etat, if you want to commit a coup against the government, if you want to do like a little, ask us little fucking questions about anything, really.
Please.
You have to tell us what they are.
Yeah, you have to comment the questions.
Despite what we have told you time and time again, we are actually not telepathic.
True. Yeah, no, that's
we are
true.
not.
Yeah.
We do not have clairvoyancy. We do not have the ability of mind reading.
As much as I try to gaslight you into thinking that I am psychic, I actually am not psychic.
As much as I sometimes think that I am psychic, my psychic powers don't work in that way.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you are thinking personally.
I only have the power of premonition.
Yeah, that is true.
Listen.
Yeah, you told me some things.
I know. Okay, right though.
Yeah,
because I haven't been wrong. My premonitions haven't been wrong yet.
Yeah,
that's all I have to say.
I don't know.
That's all I have to say.
There's some weird shit out there.
There's some weird
Who's
shit.
to say?
Who's to say?
That's all I'm saying is like.
That's all I'm saying is who's to say.
I can't. I'm just saying who's to say.
I'm just floating around here on planet Earth. I don't have the answers.
Yeah. I can't prove telekinesis doesn't exist. You know.
You can't see it, but I'm trying really hard to get this press to come to me.
Yeah, you're just like focusing on. Oh my god. Anyway.
Okay. No more sight gags.
Yeah.
Once we pivot to video, guys.
True.
It's over for you, host.
Maybe next time we'll do a little test run of video.
Yeah.
We'll get a little setup.
That'd be cute.
I don't know. I don't have like a tripod or anything for a phone, but
I'm sure I have some bullshit around my
we could
house.
just get some books, and set it up on a
honestly.
book.
Honestly.
So we'll do a little test run of the video. I think the video will start just on the Patreon. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Because eventually maybe we could move it to like YouTube or something.
Sure.
But again, it requires more editing and work, and I need to make sure the video is good before we start doing that.
Yeah. I have to like do my hair.
True, we can't look like slobs.
Schlubby. I look schlubby right now.
Yeah, you know.
I got a lot done today, though.
I'm glad.
I was like kind of running around, but like I got a lot done. I feel good. I feel accomplished.
I'm so glad.
Thank you.
Well, let's
anyway,
end this bitch.
guys. Yeah, you don't need to listen to us. Just like fucking ramble.
Plugs.
If you wanna follow our Instagram, I will post things. Eventually, I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna do it. It is at Remarks Podcast on Instagram.
Yes, you can follow our Twitter, which I will also catch up on, at Remarks Pod, and then the TikTok.
The TikTok is also at Remarks Podcast.
Mm-hmm. So follow that. We're going to post some videos there. I've been getting some clips ready. You can hear some things. I want to do some more fun stuff on the podcast too.
Yeah.
I mean, on the TikTok is what I meant.
Yeah, we'll do some really cute, like, little stuff.
Yeah.
So subscribe to those.
Fun. You can follow my Instagram, which is tlace_19. And you can find my music, Taylor Lacey, TAYLER LACEY.
You can follow my Twitter if you feel like it. It's at Phoebe's Elise. I think I'm funny on that.
I think you're funny too.
Thanks. That's it.
That's everything.
Anyway, thanks for listening.
K love you. Bye.